Hello, this is Andrew Bisker. Today we are going to be reviewing Figured Out by Robin Loom. The song was released January 10th, 2025. I have the album art just kind of stretched. Or not album art, single art. I have it stretched as a background if you're curious. I discovered this from a friend and I've really grown to like this. Features are really nice. Nostalgic atmosphere. Something to do with the chords. The vocal effect is awesome. I cannot say more about it. I think there's some instances where you would put those auto-tuned high vocals too much high in a way that it just starts to not sound like a human singing it. And he really balances that. I think he really does balance that out well. And just like the album art is the dude laying in snow. So of course, I feel like this song should have an icy atmosphere. It does. It really feels like a winter. And for me, this is not really pertaining to the music, but it pertains to the connection between the music and the album art, which I'm not a big album art guy. If the album art is crap, I will still listen to it. The dynamics in the verse, around 30 seconds into the song, you get this cool little staccato kick. You get the kick and the synth, the main synth go dun dun, dun dun, and it very much adds like a dynamic to the song that it's very short and sweet, 2 minutes and 36 seconds, and it brings us so much life into it. It makes the song feel longer in the best way possible, which is, I love long songs. But that aside, this is partially what everything I want in music in like one song. I'm a big fan of Porter Robinson's album Worlds. This heavily reminds me of that. I can hear a lot of Worlds influence, I think. In fact, if on his playlist, a song from Worlds was on his Admiration playlist. But this is quite literally everything I want in music in one song. But not everything, that's exaggeration. But it gets the job done for me. And the song meaning, I didn't catch on to it at first. It has the voicemail sound effect outro thing at the end. Really appreciated. It's very unique. I haven't heard much music do it. But the song meaning appears to be about just not having life figured out and potentially having some, like, not cutting yourself self-harm, but like maybe set expectations that are just disappointing you. That's what I'm kind of getting from this song. I'm not a big lyric guy, so I'm not one to talk about lyrics, but that wraps it up. And let's wrap it up. I think the song is a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 because I think Robin Loom could have used the whole idea in a way. One example would be like prog metal songs that are like nice and long and lengthy. They take you on a journey. They really milk every second of that song or the idea of it, or like where this idea could go that still sounds like the same song. I wish it did a little bit more of that. In fact, I like its length. I like that it doesn't do that. It very much scratches that itch for just basic hook and atmosphere that a lot of songs like this do for me. Especially on Abyss by Pastel Ghost, my favorite of all time. It really reminds me of that album in a lot of ways. The second verse on this song, around 1 or 2 seconds in, it reminds me of Fallen Kingdom at like 3 minutes and I don't know why. I realize the comparison is not that good now after listening to it, but it carries a similar vibe. That said, Figured Out I think is a 9 out of 10 song. One of my favorite songs of all time. It's really been up there on my favorite songs as of recent. I even added it to my playlist. But that said, this would be the end of the review. I'd recommend you listen to this song. It carries a lot of, I would say, emotional value for me. I hope it does for you. Give it a listen. Give it a couple listens. Robin Loom has wrote some cool songs. He only has 2 songs out as of right now. Give it a listen. That's all I can say. Bye.